Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. That lyric, now a cozy holiday cliche, once echoed a vital part of American life. For generations, the American chestnut tree was more than a source of seasonal nostalgia. It was a pillar of the eastern forests. Towering over the Appalachian landscape, it provided food, timber, and income to countless communities. Its nuts fed families and wildlife alike, and its rot-resistant wood built barns, homes, and railroads. In short, the chestnut was woven into the fabric of rural American life. That story changed almost overnight. In the early 1900s, a deadly fungal blight, Cryphonectria parasitica, was accidentally introduced from Asia. It spread with stunning speed, infecting trees from Maine to Mississippi. Within just a few decades, nearly 4 billion American chestnuts were gone, and the population has not recovered because the fungal blight persists. But the story of the American chestnut is not over. For decades, scientists, citizen groups, and environmental organizations have been working to bring the tree back. Efforts include crossbreeding with blight-resistant related species, developing genetically engineered trees, and even exploring biocontrol methods to neutralize the fungus. Groups like the American Chestnut Foundation are leading the charge, aiming not to just revive a tree, but to restore an entire ecosystem shaped by its presence. To support this ecological and cultural revival, I propose the creation of a history and education center dedicated to the American chestnut tree. This center would preserve and share the tree's historical significance, raise awareness about the blight and restoration efforts, and connect communities to the story of resilience rooted in their own landscape. Through exhibits, public programming, and partnerships with schools and conservation groups, the center would bridge environmental history and public education in a tangible, local way. To bring this idea to life, I'm seeking support from the American Society for Environmental History. The ASEH's mission to promote historical understanding of human interaction with the environment makes it an ideal partner for this initiative. I am proposing a $50,000 grant to establish the center in eastern Tennessee, an area once dominated by the American chestnut. The funds would support exhibit development, educational materials, guest speakers, and the creation of a digital archive to preserve local oral histories and historic documents. Eastern Tennessee, specifically the Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge area, is an ideal location for the center. As a gateway to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the region already attracts millions of tourists every year. It's also a hub for Appalachian heritage education. Placing the center here would tap into existing interest in nature, history, and culture, offering a meaningful experience to visitors while educating them about a tree that once shaped the very landscape that they've come to see. With the ASEH's $50,000 grant as seed funding, the center would not only educate the public, but also become a platform for ongoing support of the chestnut restoration. Through visitor donations, membership programs, and annual fundraising events, the center would generate revenue to be directed toward scientific research, replanting efforts, and community-based conservation projects. In this way, the ASEH's investment would grow far beyond the initial grant, creating a sustainable model that turns historical awareness into environmental action. As part of this vision, I would personally like to lead the creation of an annual fellowship program through the center. This program would award small grants to graduate students in history, helping fund original research on topics related to forest ecology, rural economies, and conservation history. It would also provide travel support for these students to present their work at the center, engage with the public, and contribute to the growing dialogue around American chestnuts, past and future. The American chestnut tree is more than a lost giant. It's a symbol of how deeply history and ecology intertwine. With the American Society for Ecological History's support, this proposed center in eastern Tennessee can preserve that legacy, inspire new research, and help write the next chapter in the tree story. By rooting historical insights in public engagement, we turn memory into momentum. And maybe, someday, when people hear chestnuts roasting on an open fire, they'll think not only of the past, but of a future that once seemed impossible. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you on the next one.